Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now from Caring Senior Services is Dean White. Welcome. It's so nice to meet you.
Thanks, Bobby.
And I can tell you must be a very caring person. I can just feel it coming off of you. Your energy, you just seem like such a great guy.
Oh, thank you so much. I really do love people, and I really love going the extra mile, and so part of the reason I have this business.
Aw, and you were just saying a moment ago that you're the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters. So
Yes.
No wonder you're such a caring person. You had to grow up with all that all those years.
It was great. My mom and my sisters taught me all the things I need to do to make sure that I'm proper around the house.
That's great. That's wonderful.
But the funny thing is, I was born on Christmas Day too.
Your birthday is December 25th.
It is.
Wow.
And I love giving, and it's just part of my nature and what I was born around too.
Wow. Yeah. So tell me also more about your background.
Sure. Most of my life I have been in ministry in some sorts. Most recently I was one of the pastors at Saddleback Church in Lake Forest. And so caring for people has just been a natural part of my life. And I've always dabbled a little bit in business because it's hard to earn a living in Southern California and just on minister's salary. And I was always looking for something that I can pour all my heart into. And that's where this came around.
Wow. And so you 25 years in ministry, that's incredible. And so you must have worked not only on Christmas, but also on your birthday.
Yes, but it's a joyous day. So I love being there. I always feel like if I'm old and alone, there's always going to be a party to go to and a celebration to go to. And so,
well, obviously you're not somebody that's going to be old and alone. And so tell me about Caring Senior Service. Why this idea, or how did you get involved in this?
Yeah, there's a lot of things to get involved to care for people. I just saw that the baby boomer generation, as we know, has really hit gigantic steps in what their care was at different ages. Now, between 70 and 90, they're going to need more care. And so part of it is that demographic. And then also, I wanted to find something that Caring is a franchise, and we're in 50 different locations, 18 different states, but we didn't have a thumbprint here in Orange County. And so I bought the franchise for Orange County. And so it marries both of the things, what my business passion is and also caring for others' passion into one.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. And so what is most meaningful for you with this job, with this career path?
I feel that there is a lot of elder abuse and a lot of people also taking advantage of them financially. And I wanted to get into a business where I knew that I could have a business that was full of integrity. And we charge a flat rate, so there's not all these nickel and diming. And I just wanted to have a business that I knew that elders didn't have to worry that who's going to take care of them, help the family at the same time to give them peace of mind, and also provide somebody really caring, because when my mom was going through the last stages of her life, I wanted only the best to take care of her.
Yeah. Absolutely, and so many of us feel that way too, and you want to know that they're for sure being taken care of in the right way, and so you want to make changes to do better for caring for seniors, and so what areas, you mentioned a little bit, but what areas do you feel seniors have been taken advantage of in this industry?
Gosh, there's so many. One part of it is just having somebody that is there next to them that knows what their condition is and how to care for them. So often somebody is just thrown in to care for somebody else, and they're not given the proper education or even knowledge of what's happening with that person. And so in our business, we do a free assessment. We understand what's going on with the senior. We match it with the right caregiver so that they're cared in their way that they need to be cared for.
Okay. And one of the things you had mentioned too was communicating with the family. So yes. How did you guys overcome that obstacle?
It's really big to me that I know that I not only can connect to my caregivers all the time, but my clients can connect with me. So we have a policy in our office that if a client or their kids give us a call, we're supposed to respond to that within 5 minutes. And we're strong communicators. We also let the family know exactly what's going on during the day with the caregiver. We take copious notes, and it's all sent to them electronically to let them know what we're doing and how they're being cared for.
I love that idea, and I had come across something very similar early on when my kids were little, you know, on the occasional times that I was working or whatever, and being away for the day, and it's like, well, how do you know when they last slept or when they last ate, or, you know, did they get a rash today or something? You know, I had friends that, you know, fired a nanny or whatever because they're like, oh, my kid had a diaper rash. I'm like, well, but it isn't necessarily due to the nanny not changing their diaper. It could, you know, there's many reasons why they got a diaper rash on that particular day. And if you're not there every single day to know the schedule of what's happening.
Yeah.
And so I think that is just such a good idea to know, especially if this caretaker was Monday through Friday, and now this one's different for Saturday, Sunday. It makes it so good to know, hey, this has been their routine during the week, or this was how they were feeling, or...
Yeah, exactly. And something very big for Laguna Woods especially, we always have an introduction for the caregiver. Never will you have a caregiver knock on your door and go, hi, I'm your caregiver for the day. We will always have a staff person saying, you know, to the client, oh, here's your new caregiver. It just reduces anxiety for everyone, as well as provides more safety for the seniors, right?
Well, and it's all about respect too. You know, you wouldn't just walk in and here, I'm changing your clothes today, you know, like.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's, I need to know. Just because I'm here being cared for, I still need to know and feel comfortable and safe and know that, you know, this is the proper protocol and what's supposed to be happening.
Yeah, very much so. We have some clients that are on controlled medication that we have it locked up, but it's really important that the caregiver gets there on time to give them their medication in the morning and then lock that medication back up again. And so there's little details like that that are just imperative. And it's important in this business to go the extra mile.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And how about, you mentioned flexibility? That is something that you guys wanted to be able to offer.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, life changes so quickly for all of us today. And so our contract or our agreement is flexible. As long as we know 24 hours ahead of time, we can always change the schedule. And so you're not locked into a set amount of hours. You're not locked into a set amount of, you know, days. We will remain flexible with you. Now, of course, more notice is best, but we want to move where the family or what's happening in that person's life.
And so what might be examples of where flexibility comes into play?
Yeah, great example. One would be somebody that's coming out of the hospital and that they need 24-hour 7 service. But then in 2 to 3 days, they realize, you know what, we've been able to organize things. Would you remain flexible, and can we go down to 6 hours a day? Or can we go every other day? We're totally flexible. We're not going to keep you contracted. No, you're scheduled for 24/7 for 2 weeks. You know, we believe that we should be flexible in this time.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, definitely. All that consideration for everything that changes may happen, you know, at the spur of the moment. You don't necessarily know what the next day is going to hold or whatever. So
exactly. Somebody might have a doctor's appointment that gets canceled or starts up. You know, that they need to see somebody, and our caregiver can drive them to their doctor, take notes for the family, and then come back.
Oh, so I didn't know that caregiving also could include driving to a doctor's appointment.
Oh, 100%. And so doctor's appointments, or even to the park, we have one client, he just likes to go on drives. And so a lot of times there's something that needs to be picked up from the store or from the pharmacy. I don't charge the client for mileage. I do pay my caregiver for their mileage. But it's one of those things that I feel like just the flat rate covers it all.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then you said you also offer free consultation and a home assessment. What happens like in a home assessment?
Yeah, a lot of times people just don't know what could be dangerous. And so we walk around the house, we're looking for anything from sharp corners to loose rugs to medication or cleaning supplies that might be out and about. And so it's important for us to do an assessment of the home, and there might be a need of a guardrail or a certain type of other tool to be able to get up and get down. So there's all these different things. We want to just take a quick look at the house, and that will enable the caregiver as well as the client to be safe.
Wonderful. Great. Any last things you wanted to talk about that maybe we didn't touch upon?
You know, I think that our phone number, it's supposed to be super simple because it's part of your area code. So it's 833-926-3700. And Karen, we want everybody to be happy, healthy, and at home. And we would love to talk with you. You know, of course, consultation is always free.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being here and sharing your passion.
Thanks,
and
Bobby.
I love these changes that you're implementing and just to make it better.
Thank you very much.
Well, if you would like to find out more about Caring Senior Services, go to caringSeniorServiceLW.com or give them a call at 833-926-3700. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more of this day right after this.